All right, we have approximately.
How's my color look?
Hello,
Do I?
hello, hello.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello,
Okay, I can hear
everyone.
you
This is
now.
Geraldine Wilkins, the Living Water
Are we on
Quilter.
live?
We are live.
Perfect.
We are so glad that you're here. Hello and welcome. We were having some technical problems, but we think we have it all worked out. Do you know how technology is? You think you got it all set up, and then it says it wants to misbehave. We're so glad you're here. Hello, Linda. Hello, Lori. Hello, Anne. So glad that you're here. Cassandra, welcome. Well, there goes my technology issues with the text. You could barely see it. Let me see if I can fix that, ladies. Give me a quick minute. All right, let me edit that just a little bit because I really want you to be able to see everything. Let's see. Edit background. No text. No border. There we go. I think that should be better. Let's hope so. Let me do a test run, ladies, and make sure it's working, as we want to see your comments. It's a little bit on the small side. Don't you just love technology? One more, one more time, ladies. And let me change that to black. And edit background. Let me just make that. Try that one more time. All right, I think that's better. How's that? Okay. Ladies, we are so excited that you're here. Hello to everyone and welcome. If you are new to me, Latifa, or Guyleen, no worries. We're going to have a time to introduce ourselves. But first, welcome to all those who are familiar with Guyleen, with Latifa, and myself, Geraldine. We are so happy to bring our individual quilting communities together through the Triple Stitch Collective. Let me introduce my partners because the Triple Stitch Collective would not be if it wasn't for Guyleen and for Latifa. Welcome, ladies. Introduce yourself,
Hello.
Guyleen.
Hello, I'm Guyleen, the Polygon Queen. Wow, did that rhyme? I'm rhyming on a Sunday. Anyway, I am so glad to be back with the new Triple Stitch Collective.
Guyleen, share a
And
little bit
I'm,
about yourself,
go
Colorful
ahead.
Stitches.
Yes, I am the founder, owner, sole proprietor of Colorful Stitches, and you can join me. I usually do polygon quilts or quilts with polygon shapes. I am known for the pineapple quilts, pineapple tools. I like to have a lot of fun. Been in the game in the circuit for about 25 years. I feel like I'm the OG of OGs, but I'm embracing the new technology.
Wonderful. And Latifa,
I'm Latifa Safir. Latifa Safir Studios is my company name, and I've been quilting since I guess 2009. I dove in head first and ended up doing this as my whole life, not just a hobby. I love to create tools that make difficult things easy. So I do a lot of curves, half rectangle triangles, bias tape applique, lots of fun things like that. Really excited to be here today and to launch this endeavor with Guyleen and Geraldine.
well, thank you both, Guyleen and Latifa. I'm Geraldine Wilkins. Many of you know me as the Living Water Quilter. I love free motion and ruler quilting. I love to help ladies take the fear out of those two techniques. I love teaching not just the basics, but also how you can become a designer with thread. It's really a lot of fun. And I have the privilege of teaching these techniques with guilds, quilt shows, retreats, and now with Triple Stitch Collective. And you're probably wondering, well, what is Triple Stitch Collective and how did the three of us get together? Guyleen, what are your thoughts about Triple Stitch? How did this happen?
Oh, wow. It's a dream come true for me. Once COVID came and left, a lot of us that were educators and on the lecture circuit realized how grueling that whole experience really was, even though we love to see you in person. So we set off, and now we're in 2025, and there's three of us here, and we have different skill sets we bring to the table. So we thought, what about if we combine to provide one dynamic project, maybe a year, that combine all of our skill set into one design that was a unique modern design. So it is such a pleasure to work with these two ladies and to be able to put our collective minds together on what we can do to build an online community that gives you something that's a little bit different than what's already out there.
Well, fantastic. I think I can say ditto on what Guyleen said. And I know Latifa has something to share about how the three of us, with our combined communities, is just going to make a bigger circle of community and what that connection means. What are your thoughts, Latifa?
Absolutely. So, our first time working together, Guyleen and Geraldine called and said, what do you guys think about doing a cruise?" And as many of you know, Guyleen and I worked together in the past on the mystery quilts as well. And we worked so well on the cruise. And the fun thing was is that, I have a group of quilters who really love sort of my style of teaching and what I do. Geraldine does as well, with especially with her machine quilting, and Guyleen with the polygons. So it's really something really dynamic happens when we combined it all, but not only combine our talents, but actually combine the energy and the strength of our communities as well. And it's just something very symbiotic about the creativity that happens. And you all know, if you were part of it in the mystery quilts before or the cruise, you all know how fun it is, like the energy of that community. So that's one of the strengths of every single program that we'll do with Triple Stitch Collective, and definitely one of the strengths of the program we're going to show you today.
Well, I just agree. It's been just a wonderful experience to be with Guyleen and Latifa working together on our very first Triple Stitch event. And what makes it unique and different, at least we think so, is not only are we going to bring you through a quilt project from beginning to end, we're also going to incorporate the machine quilting. I know Guyleen and I talked about that, and she was really excited about adding this component to this new venture, having not only quilt design and piecing, but also having the finishing technique. And I love to do that. So I'm really excited about it. I bet you're wondering, let us know in the chat. Do you want to know what the first Triple Stitch Collective event is? It's happening next year, 2026. I know we already gave you a hint. Who can guess? Let us know.
So if you see us looking down, we're not ignoring you. We got our phones ready here at the ready so that we can see your comments live. Geraldine sees them in a different way, but we're all, in case you didn't know, we should have mentioned that. I'm in Maryland, Geraldine's in Virginia, and Latifa is in California. So we are doing this by the magic of virtue, and thank goodness these two ladies are tech savvy and Geraldine can orchestrate all of this to pull it off. But I am on my phone watching like you guys are watching so I can read your comments and we don't miss anything. So if you see us looking down, that's what we're doing. We're trying to read the comments as you guys are scrolling up.
So we have a few ladies who have guessed, and you're correct if you guess a mystery quilt event. We're going to have something called A Day Away. Isn't that a fantastic title? Aren't you ready to have a day away from life's challenges? I know I am. Raise your hand.
Yes.
Let us know in the chat if you are excited about a day away for creativity, a day away for fun, a day away for connection. We are really excited about this. What does that mean to you, Latifa, this mystery event?
When we were trying to come up with a name for the mystery quilt itself, we really thought a lot. Well, we looked at the graphic elements of the design, so you'll have to sort of guess around that, of course, since it's a mystery. But in addition to that, we sort of thought about what we all wanted out of this as the group of us, and also wanted for our community as well. And one of the things that was just in the environment of the world today that we wanted, that like sort of hopeful feeling, that space where we can all sort of melt away and just focus on something that's creative and fun. And so, and I think we sort of captured it. I thought about the Annie song, that's tomorrow is just a day away. You know, that we're always looking forward to what's going to happen and what's going to come in. And in terms of a quilt, I think, this is sort of our escape as well. So it's our time. It's just a day away from the world as well. So I'm really kind of excited about like this whole adventure, and to share with you as the quilt unfolds, for those of you who are going to join us.
And Guyleen, what are your thoughts about the vision behind the mystery quilt and the unique design that the three of us put together for this mystery?
Well, I think if you follow us, the image and the logo that Latifa designed says it all. I mean, you really think about who the designers are, and I think about a day away as a day away dot dot dot. It could be anything a day away to tomorrow, a day away to starting something, a day away of a freshness of something. So here you have this beautiful sunset or sunrise. I guess depends on what side of the planet you're on what that really is. And the soothingness of it, the brilliance of the colors, everything about this quilt, this mystery is in that image that you see on your screen right now. So think about that. Keep that in your mind as you embark on this journey with us.
So, everyone, you're probably wondering, well, what is involved in the mystery? How long is it? What's going to happen? It's virtual? What is the design like? Well, we can't share too much, but we can share that it's one stunning quilt. You'll have three instructors. Each of us are putting together different sections of the quilt. It's going to run for 6 weeks. And not only will you reinforce the basics of what you already know with quilting, but you're going to learn some new things. How many of you, like me, still need to practice your curves? That would be me. And Latifa, what does it mean to you to incorporate your signature curve style in this mystery quilt?
It's one of those techniques that I believe it's easier to do, or that people are intimidated by. Of course, I teach pinless or minimal pinning techniques to do it. And we're going to explore a couple of different shapes that we've never played with before as well, using the same tools that we've been using for forever. So I'm really excited to introduce these to you as well. The fun thing about how we design this quilt is each design for each section can be taken separately and create a whole quilt out of that technique as well. So it's just further exploration. We're always, even for those of us who have been doing this for a long time, whether it's Guyleen with the polygons or Geraldine with the machine quilting. Every time we embark on something like this, then we learn things as well. So I'm really, because I had to push myself with one of these designs, and I was really happy with how it came out. So I'm really excited to dive right into this.
Well, I want to hear more from Guyleen about some of the design elements that she incorporated because she had a lot of fun. Ladies, if you didn't know, we started back in January to put this all together, and we've been
Absolutely.
working at it like every 2 weeks for the first couple of months, but now it's like every week we have been working to put this special event together. So, Guyleen, share a little bit more about that. What ladies have in store when it comes to your sections of the mystery?
Well, there is a new tool involved, um, and I'm not even going to tell you which one, so you'll be surprised when you get it in your toolkit that comes with the course. So when you sign up, you will get 3 tools, one from each of us, and we will be using that tool in the design and execution of the quilt. So, it's not too hard, not too easy, has my signature techniques in it. And I'm always amazed when I see the other parts of the quilts being made. Um, and everybody knows I'm a pinner, so you're going to have a free spirit once you get to Latifa. And then all of a sudden, you'll probably think I'm the quilt police by saying you should use pens. But guess what? Because this is all virtual, we won't see what you're doing. So there will be no judgment, no criticism, and we built things in. So if your work isn't quite perfect, it all still goes together, and we'll be here to help you every step of the way.
So there are some other things that we've put together. Now, she mentioned the machine quilting. I'm really excited about that because not only will there be videos on the piecing and the different piecing skills with the acrylic rulers that both Guyleen and Latifa have designed, but I've also designed a new acrylic ruler for quilting. So we're going to have some fun with that and step-by-step videos, ladies. So don't worry if you are new to it, you will be helped all along the way. But we've also put together some special things for a swag bag, and we have some bonus content, and we have a giveaway. All right, who wants to share the giveaway? Or should we do the bonuses first? Which one should we
Let's,
do first?
okay, for the first 50 that register in the what are we calling the early registration that starts right now. You can register for this. The first 50, guess what? You will be eligible for an entire batik fabric pack. This is
Oops.
serious.
Okay, let me show that. Let me go back to you. There we go. All right.
This is serious. Look at this. OMG. This is the entire quilt in a
And
bundle.
that the bundle is available for the anyone who enters during early registration, which ends on the 28th. Is that
Right.
correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
right. So we
So
do
if you
have a
enter,
link for you to purchase this if you would like to purchase this. However, the first 50 will get it, have the opportunity to get it free. The key is you need to be in the first 50. So if you're thinking about it and this is your lucky day, I would pre-register as soon as we get off this line and start hitting it, or you're on another device registering to get on this thing during the early registration. This puppy is heavy. It is valued at $199. The batik is from Island Batik, and we are so thankful to have them as one of our sponsors. And look, I actually, let me see if I can get that. Look at that bow I made. That's a new skill set. Look at that. It's a double bow. You may see that on a quilt of mine in the future, okay? I had to find ribbon to do this with. So this is the first 50 or who's eligible to get this puppy, okay?
Okay, Guyleen, I don't want to spoil your enthusiasm, but I think the giveaway is for all early birds, right? The first
Oh, I'm
50,
sorry.
right? The first 50 is for the
exactly,
bonuses.
exactly.
Oh, yeah. Sorry
We
about
went
that,
we went back and forth on this a couple of times, but that's what we
which
finally
is why
decided.
we're
Anyone,
confused, right?
yeah, anyone that purchases before the 29th, so up until the 28th, will be put in a bowl. We will randomly select who's going to win this bundle, and the first 50 there is something special that we have for you for that. So, Geraldine, were you going to show that for us?
Yes, absolutely. So just
Okay,
in case you missed it, whoever registers early between today and the 28th has an opportunity to win this special fabric bundle. Correct, ladies? Uh,
absolutely.
Yes.
all right. But we also have something unique and special for the first 50 who register. The first 50, all of you get unique giveaway. And let me show that to you. Each of us are giving you some unique content. Here we go. Guyleen, you're first.
Yes. So this is a pattern, and it makes it is huge, table centerpiece. You can make it in any colorway. Of course, it's called the House of Polygons. So this is like, I guess I was watching, the Game of Thrones when I came up with this name. But this is the emblem for me to show you everything on exactly how polygons can really look when you step outside the box. So it is a pattern that makes a huge centerpiece. And the creative ones, of course, can make multiples, and you can tie them together in a quilt. And just to demo as I go on and off, this is how big the puppy
Oh,
is.
wow.
Hold on. Let
It
me
is
put you
it
centric, Guyleen. There we go.
when I say big, so this is one edge, da 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 to the other edge. This puppy is big. It is half of my wingspan here. So we're talking about almost a good 30 inches across, and probably the height is probably like 33 inches. So it's not like a little dinky centerpiece. This will cover, pretty much your dining room table with little floor design. You can make it in Christmas colors or something like that, because you're going to get it um, early in the game. So you could actually kick it off before Christmas if you knew what you were
Fantastic.
doing. Well, maybe not, because you need a tool. And oh, sorry about that. This uses the polygon tool that you will get.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Very, very pretty. Some ladies are already asking for the link. Some ladies have already purchased. I'm happy to hear that. Wonderful, ladies. We have more bonus content for you. Latifa, I know, is it Latifa's next or is it me? Let me see. Who's next? Ah, that would be
It's
me.
me.
You already know. If you missed the beginning, I am enthralled with free motion quilting and ruler quilting, and that is my specialty. Ladies make beautiful quilts, and some want to finish them on their own. So I put together a unique and exclusive video course called Quilting Shapes. So you'll learn how to stitch 3 different shapes, which most of us already know how to draw. We did that in kindergarten, but now you're going to stitch it with thread. But also included is about an hour tutorial on how to set up your machine for free motion quilting success. So you get the machine setup course and 3 different video tutorials on 3 different designs based on geometric shapes. And this is a preview to an in-person class that I'm teaching next year at Road to California. So you're getting exclusive preview to an in-person class. This is like a toe being dipped in the ocean of free motion quilting with shapes. So first 50 get access to this course. I hold your hand, how to set up your machine, whether it's a home machine or a long arm. I do both in this 1 hour tutorial. And then you get to practice. So I'm really excited about that. I love to help ladies finish their quilts. So what is the other bonus? And that is from, excuse me, hold on.
I guess I can go ahead and introduce it.
Yes, you
Third
can.
bonus is for me, of course, and this is a fun quilt. It is called, what did I name this quilt? I can't even think of it. It
Good and
actually was
plenty.
a Good
Yeah,
and
good and
Plenty is what
plenty.
it's called. The hilarious thing is this quilt was almost named like Jagged Little Pill or something because it really does look like that shape. And it ended up being Good and Plenty. Um, and if you see it, this has some of my graphic fabrics in it because it was a free giveaway way back in the day. A few people got their hands on it and it hasn't been released since. It is curved piecing. The actual pattern that you receive, if you don't currently have a clammy yet and want to get started with it, now, then it actually has a template for you to use as well. You can print it out and trace it on template acrylic. Um, and it's a fun, quick sew. It goes great in lots of fabrics. You can feature all your favorites in it. So that's for, of course, the first 50 people who have purchased, and I see we have orders coming in already, but you will all receive each one of these three bonuses. And what we're going to do is within the next 24 to 48 hours, we'll send out an email directly to you from the Triple Stitch Studio, and it's going to include links and directions for you to access all of the three bonuses.
Can we give out
Fantastic.
the can we give out the email address for them to register if they don't see it right away quickly? Is it on the bottom of the screen so
Absolutely. I
they
A
think,
good question. I did
yeah.
post the link on our YouTube channel. It's pinned at the top, so you can check there. If you're on YouTube, to get access to register, just go to the very top of the comment window, the live chat. There's the link. I also posted it in the chat as a comment, both on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you didn't see it, let us know. I will post it again. I can do that right now.
And it is just a dayaway.mystery.com. That'll take you straight to the sales page. If you scroll down, you'll see the button that says click to buy. And you can go ahead and jump right over and type your information in. And we have more to tell you about, though.
Yep. This is the page. This is what you should see when you click the link. It tells you all the stuff we talked about what's included, what happens when you register, and how you don't want to miss out. And I know, ladies, you don't want to miss out. This is going to be a fun time. Guyleen mentioned, I'm sorry, Latifa mentioned that there's some other things. And so Latifa, are you ready to share more about the swag and the community that we're going to have?
Absolutely. So, of course, y'all, if anyone knows me, they do know I like swag. And we decided that we'll talk a little bit about the toolkit part of the box that you're going to receive. So everyone that purchases the Day Away Mystery, you'll get everything included out except for fabric. So all of the tools you need, everything's included in the one price, which is really nice. But I've been working in the background on all of like the graphic elements of this whole program. So whether you saw it on the web page graphics and all of that kind of stuff, but we've kind of extended that for swag. So I have been working to develop. We have badges like we did for Elemental and Parallel Universe if you're involved in that, so you can expand your badge collection. But in addition to that, we also have a quilt label that's nice and soft. It's a woven label that you can stitch into your binding on the back of your quilt, which is really fun. And we did that in the logo that says a day away quilt, mystery quilt 2026. So you have that. Then we also have what is it, a project bag as
yeah.
well. And we have lots of bonuses that we're throwing in. I think you'll get a seam ripper because we always need a new sharp seam ripper. We have a Schmetz needle guide. We have a bunch of other things that we're throwing in as well. And postcards, so designer postcards. Each one of us selected one of our favorite quilts, and we're printing them on a really nice postcard that you can either use in your sewing room as artwork, or you can write a note to your favorite quilt friend and send them a piece of happy mail as well. So lots of fun swag. In addition to that, one of the fun things about the way that we're doing this program is the community aspect. We've talked about community, but we are going to have our community hosted on our website. So this is kind of our own little private Facebook group. You can share pictures, ask questions, comment on each other's work. You can like do all of that right there. So you have your classroom, and then we have the community portion as well. And I love this because a lot of us, Facebook gets a little bit much sometimes, and so we don't always have to want to go to Facebook because of everything else we're running to along the way of trying to find our quilty fun on Facebook. So we have a community section on the website itself. So I'm really, really excited about this component, and that we can grow a community right there amongst ourselves.
Fantastic. Those are all great bonuses. I especially love the quilt label, especially since we have the machine quilting component. Once you're done, you'll be able to put that label right in the binding. I love, love, love that. And ladies, you know Latifah is a fabulous designer when it comes to stickers and postcards and other things. And so the label is on point. It's fantastic. I love it. Guyleen,
Yes.
can you share some of the other things like the early bird? Some ladies were asking several questions, and one of the questions was about discount code. And I don't think we mentioned that right now there is a discount.
Yes, but it's a discount that doesn't require a code. If you register right now, today, all the way up until the 28th, you will get the lower price, period. And so you're going to do a beautiful saving. So if you want to save a little bit, so you can have a little bit of spending money later on as more opportunities come up to spend, now would be the time. So we are going to, in fact, so that's already there. You don't need a code to remember to do it. You automatically get it. So you definitely want to do it now. And like I said, the swag is available until the swags run out. Everybody gets the toolkit because you can't make the project without the tools. And some of the stuff that's in the swag we have at different quantities. But if you overwhelm us with 1,000 people wanting to take this journey with us, we may either order again because you'll prompt us to say, "Hey, you guys got to, think bigger." Then we will order again if we hit that 1,000 mark. But right now we don't have quite 1,000 of everything. So surprise us, make our day, make 2026 something that we remember as well as you remember. And let me tell you who will be one grateful puppy over here. But yes, and it, this Latifa touched on the community, and the community off of the Facebook platform is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, I'm a huge Facebook user, and it takes me a very long time to get past all the ads because heaven forbid I order something on Amazon and then I see every product that's like that product that shows up on my Facebook. And it is very, very frustrating because it's harder for me to see the things that you guys want me to see. So this takes us to a separate environment that's all ours and it's private, the key. So you don't think your stuff is all out there. It's still within the group that we are creating. So it's a community I think you'll all enjoy, and we'll be visiting it quite often. Um, and especially while the 6 weeks while the program is running, we'll be on it just about, if not several times a day, at least every day.
All right. So we
Geraldine,
have,
there
I'm
was a
sorry, go
question
ahead.
in the no, so there was a question I thought that we should probably address, and that was, can we use your own fabric?
Right, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go through the questions. You can
Yeah.
answer that one.
Absolutely. So the answer is yes. We wanted to be sensitive about where we all are in the world right now. And so we actually are working with a partner to kit the batiks. So that is going to be available. We also may be working on a solids kit as well. It's not currently available right now. But one of the early like pre-segments for once you sign up, it'll be available in the classroom. We'll let you know when it's launched and available, will be how to select your fabric out of your own stash. So you'll receive a value chart that tells you how many lights, medium, and darks, and we'll actually walk through that process on how to select fabric as well, whether it's from your stash or you want to go shopping.
So we do have another question about fabric, and the question is the fabric included in the kit?
No.
No. Included in the kit are all of your video lessons and class support and the PDFs and all of that. And of course, the instruction from all three of us, and then your toolkit. So you'll get 3 acrylic rulers, as well as your swag bag, as um, long as supplies last. So we have quite a few, but if we run out, then we may be being creative about what you get on that one. So
We have another question for you, Latifa. Is Latifa's ruler a clammy or a new ruler?
it is. It's the very newest clammy that's out. We haven't talked about all the rulers. The newest clammy is the 10 square clammy, which is the clammy that's specifically designed to fit on a layer cake. So it's the newest clammy available.
All right, let's see. So we have a question. It just says stickers with a question mark. What does that mean? I guess they're asking. What is that?
Oh, are
You
we going to
want
get stickers?
stickers?
Yes, you're going to get at least one sticker. We're trying to figure that all the details out now. We haven't sent it out for ordering yet. But and we're also outside of this too, keep posted because I have some really fun artwork that may end up on other products as well if you want to sort of boast that you're participating in the mystery quilt out in the quilt world, and a kind of a fun slogan for a shirt as well. So stay tuned because we'll post some of that later. But we have lots of fun stuff like that
That's a
that's
good
planned.
question because what ladies, if you have registered and you wanted a mug, a t-shirt, a sticker, let us know in the chat so we can review the chat and see what you ladies are
Oh,
interested in. Let us know. Would you prefer a t-shirt or do you want both a t-shirt and a mug? Do you want a water bottle? Let us know. Let us know.
right. So and this wouldn't be the in the swag. In the swag, we will include a sticker, but this will be something that you can purchase in addition to, and we'll give you lots
Right.
of options on that. But
Good
absolutely.
clarification. Thank you, Latifa.
And then Martha asked, "What is a swag bag?" A swag bag is it's sort of a casual term for like swag that we're including. And swag are like fun thing add-on things. So we have badges, label. We have a badge. We have label. We have a project bag. We have postcards and stickers. And so that'll all be included in the box that comes with your toolkit when you order your A Day Away mystery.
All right. All right. Let's see if I missed some other questions. I'm looking. While I look, Guyleen,
Yes.
I'm looking at our list of things that we wanted to chat about. Did I cover everything? Is there something that we haven't talked about that, or you want to remind people about as they consider registering for the mystery quilt?
Um, Other than they want to register early today. Um, but one of the things, so the program really doesn't kick off until January 2nd. So you have plenty of time. We can get through the holidays, we can get through, the Thanksgiving and whatever holiday celebration you have in the month of December. So don't feel panic on that. We're building in a lot of time because we also need the time. So don't worry about that. We will entertain you to some level in the month of December to get you through, to keep our energy level up, to build more excitement. Registration would have been closed at that point when we start doing these other things like how do you pick from your stash? How do you make this into a scrap quilt if that's possible? What's our thoughts on this? These are very impromptu, unscripted type events that we will be presenting to you. And they were probably some may be live, some may be pre-recorded, but that's going to carry you and build your energy level up to get us to the January 2nd because we realize that you're going to be pumped up and then probably wane and be exhausted to get through the holidays. So we have between the Christmas and the New Year's or your Hanukkah and New Year's to get your energy level back up, get you back sight, um, down to let's clean your machine out, let's put a new needle in there. Oh, we have thread available, so what kind of thread we use. There is a a list of fun products to own in case you need to, since the holidays and gift giving is coming, that Geraldine posted. It's an Amazon link that has a whole bunch of stuff in there about what we have in our studio, what we think is nice to have. It's not all mandatory, but it's nice to have. That's something good to give to your significant other, your children, anybody who needs to buy you a gift. You can just send them to that link and have them start checking stuff off for you and get these Amazon packages in the mail. That will keep you inspired. But we do have that, and it's the first time that we're doing that as part of a mystery program to help you build your studio up and to have some of the cool tools that we have in our studio, like a laser light for squaring up your quilt, stuff like that. I use a long metal ruler that's like 40 some inches long. And so all of those things is what's in the Amazon list. Again, it's not your official supply list. Is just a list of where to get some of these items, especially if you're in a remote area and a quilt shop is not close at hand.
Mhm. That's a good reminder, Guyleen. We had another comment, which I love this, and we wondered if someone would notice. When you are registering, we told you you get 3 rulers, and one is an acrylic ruler for machine quilting, and there's a link to double check what ruler shank size your machine is. And so I'm so glad that Kate Jordan said thank you for that. So if you have registered and you missed that little note about picking low shank, high shank, or long arm thickness, you will get an email that says, did you pick the right one? Check your order. There's a notification right inside your order that says which one. It defaults to low shank, but if that's not what you need, you have to let us know so that we send you the right one. We want you to have the right acrylic ruler for machine quilting, which is a new part of the mystery quilt, and we're all very excited about that. I can't
Geraldine,
wait.
should I chat a little bit about like how the class is going to go next
Oh
year?
yeah, that's a great
Can
idea.
access this. Well, we
Yes.
haven't done that yet. So the first, we say it's a 6-week program, but you all know we like to teach. And so we throw lots of bonuses in kind of on either end of the quilt. So on January 2nd, the first session will launch. There will actually be a total of 9 weeks of sessions, two kind of at the beginning and one at the end, and then the six with the quilt in the middle. So on January 2nd and the following week, Guyleen and I will both do a early quilt early sort of lesson where we give you a mini project and we'll teach you how to use both of our piecing rulers. Then we'll dive in with week 3 with Geraldine starting us off. We alternate weeks on showing you the actual quilt itself. So each of us gets 2 sections within the quilt. There's 6 total. So we're giving away little hints on how that quilt is going to look at the end. And then after we finish piecing, that very end, that last week, Geraldine's going to give you a lot of information on, and she's actually going to quilt the quilt herself as well. So she's going to show you how she quilted it, give you some instruction on how to do ruler quilting if you've never done that before. I'm actually most excited for week 9 because I live my life in the piecing area. So the machine quilting is going to be really, really, really exciting, and you will have access to the class material for 6 months after the program is over as well. So it'll be plenty of time for you to go back and watch all of the videos and, make sure you've downloaded all of the pattern PDFs and all of that so that you can get through your quilt.
I'm glad you mentioned that because we do have a few questions about can they rewatch? How long do they have access for after the mystery is over? Did we mention
Yes.
that already? 6.
If 6 months after for access to the classroom part, and you can, if we do a live, we will let you know. It most of them will be recorded, and we can upload those as well to the classroom as well.
Yes, and it sounds
But
like
most of our lessons, your actual learning is going to be pre-recorded, and you will have access for that for 6 months.
Okay. And
Okay.
Terry Green says that it sounds like we'll be ready to go on January 2nd.
Yay.
Yay. Oh, Terry has
And
another
we're
question.
dripping down.
Mhm.
So as each week happens is when that's uploaded. So it's not all, the whole program is not uploaded at one time. It's uploaded
Exactly.
week by week. But you can always go to the week prior. So if you go on vacation, you won't miss anything. It'll still be sitting there waiting for you.
Okay, so Terry says, like before, will we receive electronic copies of the instructions each week?
That is all going to be in your classroom. So you go into your classroom and the videos will be posted, and inside of that, on that same page, there'll be download links, PDF download links, so you can download and save your instruction, your class, like the quilt instructions onto your computer or downloaded them to your device, whether it's an iPad or whatever. But you definitely have access to that. Every like on January 2nd, that class will go live on the website. So it'll give you access to that module, and you open it up and it'll have the videos listed or already populated. You can watch them directly in the classroom page, and then you can also download your PDFs for your the written instructions as well. And we have space to put lots of other things. If we need further instructions or reference link to something else on the internet, we can put it all. We have a lot of flexibility to what we can include in the classroom.
Great. Those are all good clarifications. I see a lot of machine quilting questions coming in. Let me see if I can answer a few of those. Someone says, will the machine quilting be adapted for various types of machines? It will be for a home machine, home sewing machine, or a long arm. I will do demos in the videos on both types of machines. It doesn't matter. I will cover both. So hopefully that will cover your machine. Let's see. Is a Benina a low shank or high shank machine? When you register, you have the option to click on a informational sheet. You download that, you look at that sheet and look for your machine, Bernina specifically. It has other types of machines as well. Brother, Singer, etc. You just look for your machine, brand, and type, and it will tell you what shank you need for your machine, whether it's low or high shank. Definitely do that. Let's see. What else do I see here on machine quilting? I think that's it, unless you ladies saw something I missed.
No.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Some are asking about the quilt size.
Are we ready to give that up?
I
No.
don't
Are we
know.
okay?
Well, it's
Are
not
we
a
okay
wall
with giving that
hanging.
It's not a wall hanging.
It's definitely a throw size quote. I'll put it to you that way. So it's something that's
Yeah.
doable for you to be able to finish within, shortly after at least the last lesson is finished. So it's a throw size quote. We'll throw that out for now. We don't want to give you all too much early on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery, right?
Yes. So someone also is asking about what time the live classes start.
So we'll let you know the time that they'll launch. So the classes are all the instruction classes are all going to be pre-recorded. We've done this before. We've done live. We've done pre-recorded. The challenges with live and the technology made it really, really difficult for us, but also for you as well. And when we started to transition to doing pre recorded content, then it was a lot more smooth because you can just watch it. And then we will announce periodically when we'll have a live, whether it's chat or Q&A session, or if something was really difficult or what, like whatever, we'll as needed. And we probably will have some pre-planned by the time this launches on January 2nd, but we'll let you know in enough time so that you can plan for a live event if we have it.
Right.
All
We're really
right.
trying to keep it smooth. And for those that journeyed with us before, uh, technology always shows up when you don't need it to. So we've learned our lesson to to be able to do a nice, clean, smooth recording that this we could do a sound check and re-record if we need to. So that's why you're not getting it live. We're going to do some live, but it won't be the extreme course content because it just it gets crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it does. It does. So we know that a lot of you have already registered and we're excited. We can't wait to meet you. You should already have access to the community, right? You can get a special badge to share. Is that right, Latifa?
Yeah, it's just like a participation badge. It says I'm in. You can post it on your social media, share it with your friends, invite your friends to join along. I think it's one of the most fun things, having participated in other mystery quilts, was having like a group of three ladies walk up to me at a show and said, "We did it together," and it was really a blast. So if you have people in your community or your local quilt guild who you think would love to participate in it with you, then I guarantee you it makes the process a lot more fun. So
Right.
right now, that's the only thing that we have available in the classroom. We'll start to add some more things soon and let you know, of course, when we'll start to post some videos about selecting fabric and that type of thing as well. But right now, go ahead and download your participation badge. It's just a JPEG, and you can upload it and let people know that you're playing along.
Right.
Well, Melinda says chat is starting in the community already.
Oh,
Oh
great,
my
because I haven't
gosh.
even made it
Yes.
over there.
And Melinda is from Australia. So we know you could have a community out there. We know you have peeps that you stitch with. And so see if you can get some of those so you have company as you stitch away that you guys can maybe watch the videos and stitch the same time and you can kind of help each other out a little bit as well as we provide some direct assistance. That would be fun. If we could get this on all, how many continents we have? Seven, nine? Ooh, does anybody quilt in Antarctica? We could be the first. You
That
know,
Use
would be
come
great.
on.
fire now.
There's got to be some expats or somebody in Antarctica that that wants to do this. Maybe they'll have to do theirs in wool or something. I don't know. Maybe fur. I don't know. But I would be game to try to help them stitch it. If you know anybody that wants to participate out there, you get them to join and we'll help make that happen. But that would be such a blast to get this across as many major landmass as possible.
Hmm.
To see it in Denmark and in London and Paris. What a joy! And to see, they come and they bring such a unique sense of color of their fabric palette to the table. And that's what's part of the community. So that you could post what fabric collections you're using. If you're not using the two that we're going to design with, um, then why not? Why not show us? What fun would that be? I mean, it's going to be a blast. I am so stoked about building this new community. This is the beginning of greatness. And I'm so glad that we got quilters today that are willing to take that journey with us. And as we carve it and take the steps as we go, because we don't know the full future. We know what we're doing on January 2nd and for 9 weeks after that, but you could help guide us on what would you like to see happen in the community. What kind of quilts do you want to make? What do you want to challenge us to design that we could do as a group together? How fun would that be?
Oh, that would be fantastic. I know in the chat when we asked about them getting extra things like merch, a lot of ladies chimed in. Some want mugs, some want t-shirts, some want both. And a lot of ladies wanted stickers. So we'll go through the chat to see how many of you said t-shirts and mugs. I think there's a lot of t-shirts in there. So I think the t-shirt, Latifa, is going to be a popular one. So I'm really looking forward to that. Guyleen made a good point, and we discussed this earlier that we want you to invite your friends. Don't do it alone. If you have a quilting buddy in your guild, someone you met in a previous mystery class that you guys were just having a great time making the quilt together, register. If you can't get your friend to come, you're going to make a new friend in the community. So soon as you register, don't wait. Immediately go in, get your badge, say hello, mention why you want to join and how you're looking forward to doing some of the quilting, machine quilting, or the curve piecing. We want to get to know you. So participate. That's a way for us to connect when we each comment and participate. Can't wait to meet you ladies in the community. Once we finish this live, I'm going to come in and say hello. All right. What
One
else
last
do?
thing.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, Geraldine, cutting
That's
you off,
fine.
but one last thing, super, super quick. Far as timeline is concerned, I know someone hasn't asked, they will soon. November the 15th is when we'll start shipping your kits. So don't get anxious. We have everything is in the queue to being ordered. We have someone ready to start boxing those up when we get all of the things in, know how many to order of certain items and all of that. So November the 15th is when we'll start to actually ship your toolkit slash swag boxes. It'll all be in one container. So
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. I wanted to do a quick recap, and I think I
okay.
assigned that to you.
Oh, okay. All right. What was I supposed to do on a recap? Okay, so a day away mystery. It's all three of us teaching, 6 weeks, 3 weeks of bonuses. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience. We're going to be building community. We're going to be playing along together. You're going to have a lot of fun and just get a chance to be part of a quilting experience. I think is the kind of the best way to describe it. I personally have been in Gaileen's classroom and seen Geraldine's work, and I know that you have a three top-notch instructors here that you're going to be really, really lucky to learn from. And the quality of work that we had come out of our early mystery quilts and from the cruise that the three of us all did together last year was absolutely remarkable. So definitely take advantage. If you haven't signed up yet today is a great day to do it. I was just looking at our numbers. We're going to be hitting 50 pretty soon, so take advantage of the early bonuses. Definitely sign up before the 28th. You get your $20 off the whole product and then, or the whole kit, everything. And you also will be signed up to win that stunning boutique bundle as well. Stay tuned to your emails and check into the classroom periodically. We'll be posting information and notices about things that you'll need to know or when we start to announce some things going forward after you've signed up. But by all means, share, share, share. Thank you so much for joining us today as well and for being part of our quilting journey. We're forever grateful. And I don't know, Geraldine, do we need anything else here at the end?
I think that's it, unless we have some people who came in on the tail end and don't know what we mean when we say bonus. I mean, we're happy to reshare what those bonuses are because, as she said, that bonus is only available to the first 50. And I think you said we're nearing that number. So if you're on the fence, you want to register now to get access to those bonuses. So let's
Yeah, so
see.
the bonuses are going to be two full patterns from Guyleen and myself, and Geraldine is contributing a really wonderful machine quilting. It's an online class, that hour-long online class, and it's this really, really wonderful class. So those are all like freebie bonuses and things that you can play along with now as well before we get started with our mystery quilt. Well, I think the House of Polygon, Guyleen's actually uses the tool we'll be sending out. But for mine and Geraldine, you could definitely dive in right away and start to play. If you did sign up, it's part of that first 50. You'll get an email within the next 48 hours with information on how to download your bonuses.
And Guyleen, the giveaway, right?
Yes, so this is the giveaway for everybody that registered during the early registration time period, which is today up until the 28th. of
Correct.
September. Now, this is a clue because this is the real kit in batik. So this tells you what color palette we're using. And it is super, super dreamy. This is valued at $199. And all you have to do is register now. So between today and the 28th of
Eight.
September, and you will be, your name goes in the drawing for this beautiful kit. And soon we will put the links up if you would like to buy a fabric pack that's separate on where to get it. If you want a batik pack, we already kind of know that on where to get it from. And we're working on the final details to offer a solid pack. So, and it's coming. But we wanted to get this out because, to be honest, it's hard for me to keep a secret. Okay, so if you have a true secret, don't tell me. Because if it's a good one, I'm going to be bursting at the seams and I want to tell the good news, the whole world. And we have been containing this for such a long, long time that I'm glad it's finally out in the open. Um, I am honestly terribly excited about working with these two wonderful women, and I know you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And if you maybe I'll even master machine quilting by the time this is over with. I don't know. It's not my thing, but it may not be some of yours either. So if you're willing to challenge it, why can't I as well? So I may be called to do that myself. So why not, right? This is the year. Why not? I'll learn a new, God knows I've learned new skills here. Yeah, don't get me started on that. But I am so glad everybody was here to join us. Spread the word. The more people in our community, the better and more fun it's going to be. Get your peeps involved so that you can quilt with the community.
Gerald,
But
can I hop in really, really quick just to
sure.
answer a couple of questions that
Yeah.
people have? One, we are really close, so there are a few slots. If you've purchased up until this point, you are in on the bonuses. So, and if we sell them all out before the end of the call, I will let you know. So go ahead and take advantage of that. And the second thing was about the clammy that's involved. So we talked about having options, and some people may have the 9-inch clammy, which is the 10 square clammy is the one that fits on like the layer cake size perfectly. And then Guylene's tool as well. Some of you may have those. They've been out for a little while, but they're not widely out in the market. We decided to keep it all bundled. So maybe you can use it as a gift for a friend, or something like that. So it just in dealing with the person that's doing fulfillment for us and having too many options, they're literally going to be sending out a lot of boxes, and it was just too complicated. So that was our decision on that. So I didn't want you to think that we weren't answering your question on that.
Okay, thanks for that clarification. That was good
Sure.
to share that. The other thing is we're going to go live again on the 28th. So come back and we want you to be a part of the community. If you're on Facebook, make sure you follow our page. Triple Stitch Collective, follow our page. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Events, not only this mystery, but others in the future. And yes, there are more to come. But I'm
And
not telling
possible other types
Guyleen
of events.
she can't keep a secret. So, well, wait a minute. I do have to tell her because she's part of the collective. Okay,
Yeah, shame.
I know. So, make
I
sure you
may have to drop
subscribe.
little clues around, little crumbs.
And also, if you haven't already, I mean, once you register, you automatically become a part of our email list. And that is critical because that's where the really important updates will happen. They'll come through email. And if you don't get an email, make sure you check your spam and mark our email safe. So that you don't miss any of those notifications. They're very important. You are welcome. They're saying thank you for answering the questions. We have a few latecomers, but I think we shared everything. unless, ladies, you have some questions, I think our time is finished. We're just very excited about the Triple Stitch Collective. We knew when we did the cruise that the three of us not only brought fantastic women from our individual communities together, that the three of us together offer very unique and distinct skills and perspectives that make the three of us a unique package to help the quilting community to be not only excited about quilting, but excited about creativity and excited about spending time together. And a day away is a fabulous way to spend our first time together as a new quilting community. And so I can't wait to get into the community now because we have ladies already chatting, right? And we're not in on the conversation because we're still live.
Right.
So definitely sign up. Have any questions? Don't hesitate to ask us. We're here to help you. Any last words, Guyleen or Latifa?
No, my last word is at the bottom of your screen. If you're looking at the screen like me, it says quilt, learn, connect. That's what triple stitch is. That's what you will get with us. Quilt, learn, and connect.
All right.
And final words, I'm excited. I'm really happy that we're doing this. I'm excited to work with Guyleen and Geraldine and for you to learn from all three of us. It's always magic when community comes together. It's always magic when we bring everyone's creative voice. So to see what fabrics you pick out and what you decide to do or how you decide to change things up, I look forward to seeing the aha moments where you get this, or some of the comments from our last mystery quilt and from the cruise were that people loved it because they were challenged, because we sort of pushed them outside, whether it's the actual design of the quilt itself or teaching techniques in a different way. So I'm ready for the journey, and thank you all for being on this call with us. And for those of you who already signed up, thank you. We're really looking forward to this. Share, share, share. And I look forward to January.
All right, wonderful. Ladies, if you are just joining us now because you just caught us on your news feed, no worries. Once the live is done, you can rewatch it on Facebook or YouTube. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You don't miss out on anything from the Triple Stitch Collective. I'm Geraldine Wilkins, and I am happy to be with my two friends and partners, Guyleen Fitzgerald and Latifa Safia. We will see you soon. Don't forget, we are meeting again live here on both Facebook and YouTube on the 28th of September. So we'll see you then, or we'll see you in the A Day Away private community because you've registered. You are all in. All right, ladies.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Happy Sunday. Bye bye.